Few characters in fiction leave as haunting an impression as Johan Liebert from the anime Monster. He isn't just a villain, he's a philosophical embodiment of darkness, a man who strips away the layers of morality, identity, and meaning to reveal the terrifying void beneath. But what makes Johan so captivating isn't just his actions. It's the way he forces us to reflect on our own humanity. In this video, we'll delve into Johan Liebert's philosophy. We'll explore his nihilistic worldview, his obsession with identity, and the deep existential questions he poses to everyone he meets, including us as viewers. If you've ever wondered what makes Johan tick, or why we can't look away, stay tuned. This is going to be a deep dive into the monster within.
That boy's blood is on your hands. How are you going to look Rosemary in the eye tomorrow? Isn't her daddy a coward and a murderer hiding behind an empty bottle? Well, Richard, how about a drink?
Johan Liebert is an enigma. At first glance, he appears to be the perfect human, intelligent, composed, and unnervingly charismatic. He blends seamlessly into any environment, drawing people toward him like moths to a flame. Yet behind his angelic facade lies a man capable of unthinkable acts of cruelty. Unlike traditional villains, Johan doesn't need brute force or armies to enact his will. His weapon of choice is his mind, a scalpel that cuts directly into the weaknesses of others. But what truly sets Johan apart is his lack of conventional motives. He doesn't kill out of anger, greed, or revenge. Instead, he seems driven by a singular purpose: to prove the emptiness of life itself. For Johan, life is nothing more than a fleeting accident, devoid of meaning or inherent value. His calm demeanor, even in the face of his own atrocities, is a chilling testament to how deeply he believes this philosophy. In Johan's worldview, morality is an illusion, a convenient construct humanity clings to in order to cope with the chaos of existence. Through his actions, he doesn't just destroy lives, he dismantles the very concept of human decency. His enigma lies in this paradox. How can someone so outwardly perfect embody such profound darkness? And why do we, as viewers, find him so captivating, despite or because of this?
あなたを見つけてもわからないふりしたとしたら、あなたは望まれて生まれたの？あなたはなぜ捨てられたの？お母さんはあなたが嫌いだから捨てたんじゃないの？
Johan's philosophy doesn't stop at nihilism. He's deeply fascinated with identity, or more accurately, its fragility. To him, identity is an illusion, a fragile construct that can be easily dismantled with the right pressure. Throughout Monster, we see Johan strip away the identities of those around him, leaving them hollow and directionless. He doesn't force his victims to act against their will. Instead, he whispers truths, lies, that unravel the stories they tell themselves about who they are. Take, for example, Johan's interaction with Franz Bonaparte. Bonaparte, a man burdened by guilt, is pushed to the brink by Johan, not through violence, but by forcing him to confront his own sins. Johan's ability to expose the cracks in someone's psyche is unparalleled. He sees identity not as a fixed entity, but as a mask we wear to shield ourselves from the chaos of the world. This manipulation raises uncomfortable questions. How much of our identity is truly ours? Are we the authors of our lives, or are we just a collection of influences, memories, and external forces? Johan doesn't just destroy people physically. He annihilates their sense of self, leaving them to grapple with the void he reveals. In doing so, he becomes a mirror, reflecting our deepest insecurities about who or what we really are.
終わり。終わりってなんだろう。終わり、終わり、終わり、終わり、終わり、終わり。何度も何度も終わりの世界を見てきた。終わりってなんだろう。
Shoot me, Johanna.
At the core of Johan's actions is his philosophy of the void, the belief that life is inherently meaningless. This isn't a philosophy he preaches, it's one he demonstrates through his actions. Johan doesn't seek power or wealth. His goal is to prove that everything, including morality, identity, and even love, is a fragile illusion. Johan's philosophy resonates with existentialist ideas, particularly those of Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche's declaration that God is dead wasn't a celebration, but a warning. Without a higher power, humanity is left to create its own meaning in a chaotic and indifferent universe. Johan, however, rejects this notion. He thrives on its absence. So, in one of his most chilling moments, he tells a character that their life is so insignificant, no one would even remember them if they disappeared. But Johan's philosophy goes beyond nihilism. It's almost as if he's conducting an experiment, using people as test subjects to see what happens when they're stripped of everything they hold dear. And the results are always devastating. Johan's philosophy is terrifying because it isn't just about him, it's a reflection of a world that can be cold, cruel, and indifferent. He forces us to confront the abyss, daring us to find meaning in a universe that seems to lack it. Johan's nihilism is met with a powerful counterforce in Dr. Kenzo Tenma. If Johan represents the void, Tenma embodies hope. Throughout the series, these two characters engage in a philosophical battle that transcends words. Where Johan seeks to prove the emptiness of life, Tenma strives to affirm its value. Tenma's journey is one of moral resilience. Despite the horrors he witnesses and the moral dilemmas he faces, he refuses to abandon his belief in the sanctity of life. This is most evident in his decision to save Johan, even after discovering the extent of his crimes. This act isn't just an expression of Tenma's medical ethics, it's a declaration that life, no matter how corrupted, is worth preserving. This clash between Johan and Tenma raises profound questions. Is humanity inherently good or irredeemably flawed? Can we find meaning in a world that often feels chaotic and cruel? Tenma's refusal to give in to despair is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It's this resilience that ultimately counters Johan's nihilism, offering a glimmer of hope in the darkness.
Was my mother really trying to save me that day? Or did she confuse me with my sister? Well, which is it? Which one of us didn't she need?
At its core, Monster asks a chilling question. What makes someone a monster? Is it their actions, their beliefs, or something deeper? Johan Liebert isn't just a villain. He's a reflection of the potential for darkness within all of us. His philosophy forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about human nature. Johan is terrifying not because he's so different from us, but because he's not. His actions are extreme, but his questions about identity, morality, and meaning are ones we all grapple with in some form. In a way, Johan is a dark mirror, showing us what happens when we let go of hope and embrace despair. But Johan also serves as a warning. His nihilism, while seductive, leads only to destruction. Through his philosophy, we're reminded of the importance of holding on to meaning, even in the face of overwhelming darkness, because without it, we risk becoming monsters ourselves. Johan Liebert isn't just a character, he's a philosophical challenge. He forces us to confront the fragility of our identities, the emptiness of life, and the darkness within. But as much as he terrifies us, he also teaches us something profound: the importance of hope, resilience, and the search for meaning in a chaotic world. What do you think? Is Johan right about the emptiness of life? Or is there more to humanity than he sees? Let's discuss in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration of Johan Liebert's philosophy, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, let's continue exploring the minds of fiction's most fascinating characters.